What's up, YouTubers? So before we get started with this video, on First Take, they're going to be talking about how the Kansas City Chiefs absolutely got savagely beat down by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the Super Bowl. So let's see what they have to say about that.
Are you surprised by the beatdown that took place?
No, I was shocked. I was absolutely shocked.
I wasn't.
I picked the Chiefs to win this game. I knew that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers would score over 30. I knew they'd find a way to put up points because I wasn't enamored with Kansas City's defense. But I certainly didn't expect Tampa Bay's defense to do what they did. To get pressure on Patrick Mahomes, to pressure him on 32.7% of the snaps, I think that was the number. To sit up there and watch him scrambling for his life. Listen, you only blitzed about 5 times. So with your front four, you were getting at him. This kid, Devin White, was an absolute monster. He was an absolute monster. And this kid, Levante David, if I remember correctly, helped smother Travis Kelce. We got to give credit where credit is due in that regard. But I'm shocked because even with all of that being said, even with trouble on your offensive line at the right tackle and the left tackle, I don't give a damn about any of that. To be held to 9 points, for the Kansas City Chiefs offense to not even get in the end zone one time, it was
Couldn't even get in the end zone one time.
an absolute positive beat down. They got beat down. They got their ass kicked.
Yeah.
Period. I'm gonna say it. It needs to be said. And let me tell you something right now. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that at all. And I got a call last night from 2 people. I was literally told to give credit in hour number 1 to somebody, and then the other person hour number 2. So Charlie Mack I'm gonna have to pay homage to him in hour number 2. Hour number 1 right here to start off the show. Hove himself, Jay-Z.
Okay.
You make sure you tell the world I told you that the Buccaneers was gonna stomp them. Not only did he predicted a win, he predicted a blowout.
Real recognized.
Yeah, so that means Jay-Z knows what's up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Ignored them and shoved them aside.
Jay gets the first hour. Hour 1. Yeah.
Jay-Z gets hour number 1. It's yours. All right. I pay homage. I bow down. He predicted a beatdown. And I was like, you know what? Listen, something wrong with you. Something seriously
Hope
wrong
you
with
put money
you.
on
But
it.
he ended up being absolutely right. You know, you probably did, but he don't need it. So, I mean, this is what it is. I didn't expect this, Max. I didn't expect it. And major props. The MVP of this game was Todd Bowles.
Yeah,
The defensive coordinator
No question.
for the Tampa Bay. He was the MVP of the game, and I think the only reason why the defense itself didn't get the MVP award is because there were so many dudes that were so great on the defensive side of the ball that you couldn't have just one definitive person to give it out. Otherwise, they'd have got the MVP over Tom Brady. But in the end,
So you can have the MVP. That could stand for most valuable players. So defense probably could have gotten it.
that's what this comes down to. They deserve a lot of props. They were dominant, and they played smash mouth football and flat out punked the Kansas City Chiefs, and that's what happened.
You mentioned White.
So the Kansas City Chiefs definitely got beat up yesterday. I predicted it. I told you guys over and over and over, do not bet against Tom Brady. How many times does Tom Brady have to beat somebody in the Super Bowl before people start believing in him and betting on him? But still, people still want to go with Patrick Mahomes. I don't want to take anything away from Patrick Mahomes because he's an absolute baller. But I knew the old man, Tom Brady, was going to come through and show the young buck, Patrick Mahomes, what's up and how to win. There's a reason why they call Tom Brady the GOAT. So let's take a quick look at their stats real quick. So Patrick Mahomes went 26 for 49 for 270 yards, 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and his QBR is 49.9, and he was sacked 3 times. So it's not the best games for Patrick Mahomes. He couldn't even get in the end zone. Tom Brady, on the other hand, he went 21 for 29 for 201 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and his QBR was 81.8, and he was sacked 1 time. So needless to say, Tom Brady took care of business again. He showed the young buck what it is, how to win, and how you should be playing in a Super Bowl. And Patrick Mahomes absolutely wet the bed. So, I don't know. Let's continue.
Shaquille Barrett could have gotten it too. Shaq Barrett could have gotten it too. I'll say this. I was not expecting it. I expected Mahomes to be Superman and the Chiefs to win. But I did think he'd need to be Superman to win. And I can't say I'm shocked by the blowout. It reminded me as the game went on of the Giants-Ravens Super Bowl, where the Ravens had this dominant defense and a couple things didn't break early the Giants' way. This is going back 20 years now. And it just snowballed. The refs made a couple ticky-tack calls on hold and PI that, I don't like in the Super Bowl. but it wouldn't have, in the end, it wouldn't have mattered. But that shifted things at a time where, oh, wait a minute, they could have the interception and possession down a score, and now all of a sudden they're down 2 scores, stuff like that. But this is why I'm not shocked. And I was talking about this not only on this show, but also on the radio show, Max Kellerman Show, 2 p.m. Eastern on ESPN
2 p.m.
Radio.
to 4
Great
p.m.
listen.
Eastern.
2 p.m. to
Great
4
watch
p.m.
as well.
Yes.
Time, real right.
Yes, thank you very much. It was a mismatch on the line of scrimmage. A mismatch on the line of scrimmage. And
Okay, we don't want any excuses, Max.
Brady's not going to do you any favors like some of these other quarterbacks that Mahomes has faced in comebacks where they start making mistakes. He's going to cut the mistakes down when he needs to. The mismatch on the line of scrimmage was the entire thing. Todd Bowles, everyone's saying he's the MVP. It's true. But let's be honest. You know the key to the whole game is get pressure with 4. You can. It's not that the Chiefs' offensive line was playing badly. They were playing as well as they could, but they were physically overmatched. They were missing 3 starters, 4 offensive linemen altogether, and both starting tackles. And they're going up against Shaq Barrett and JPP, and in the middle, Vita Vea and Ndamukong Suh, plus those linebackers.
I don't want to hear any excuses, Max, all right? They just got beat down. What about the DBs back there taking care of business and covering everything that runs across the field over there? What about that? They, as a whole defensive unit, they took care of business, all right? You can't have one without the other. Them boys up front took care of business, and the boys in the backfield, they took care of business too, holding down Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill got shut down last night. So I don't want, even Travis Kelce got beat up a little bit too, but he had a better game than Tyreek Hill. But like I said, as a whole defensive unit, don't be making excuses because the tackles were gone. No, as a whole unit, everybody for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense was taking care of business.